baby, won't you sail with me out on the rolling sea? We'll find some place to go, maybe down to Barbados. It's an island off somewhere in the middle of nowhere, sailing to freedom, you and me.
Check out that one, eh? I had this guy saw all my rubbishy equipment, and so he bought me a whole heap of new gear. How good's that?
So you've never used this gun before?
I've never used the gun before. And I've got more guns too.
That you've never used?
Yeah, I've got given 3 guns.
So if you'd point this gun at a human, what would happen?
Well, probably a couple of things. They'd shit their pants. But you could aim this at 3 or 4 people, and provided it didn't hit a backbone, it'd go through 3 or 4 people, no problems.
That's pretty aggressive.
Well, I'm not out there to make friends, people. I'm out there to kill and destroy. No, well, not just kill and destroy, but to get a nice little fish, people. Something for dinner. Something lovely. Lisa just went out by herself for the first time. There were a few squalls around. I was a little worried, actually. I said, because I know this area like the back of my hand, right? And I said, go right.
And you didn't instruct me right.
Okay, hold that thought. I said, go right, go over there, or go behind us just there, or go over there, because all the other reefs are too far away. And to get on the outer reef today, because it's quite wavy, it's a hard thing to do to get out there, because it goes shallow, and then there's really sharp bits in the weed as you're walking along, and you'll just puncture. Anyway, so I said, go right. So she was going that way, and then she promptly went left. And then I was a bit concerned, because I thought, oh, there goes the prop, because it's going to get shallow. So, but what was it? It was a misunderstanding, was it?
And I took the prop out.
Ah, yes, good, excellent, wonderful. So what did you see? Was it fun?
Yes.
Well, what did you tell me? But there was no coral, was there?
Just a tiny bit.
Yeah, but so I was right in the fact that.
Yes.
Okay, so
yes, but also
maybe you should listen to the master. You be grasshopper. Yeah, we're going to do an episode on that, I reckon, people. Master, grasshopper. I'm only kidding. Okay. Anyway, that's, what did you see? What did you do? What happened?
There were 2 huge rays.
2 huge rays, yeah.
Yes, yes, like this diameter, and then there was the sting.
And what was the front? Was it round or pointed?
It was round.
Okay, so they're stingrays.
They were pretty.
Yeah, they're very pretty. You're not worried about those, are you?
I was a bit, because it was so close, and
There is a sting. There's a barb on it. But so long as you don't annoy it, like don't go grabbing it like Steve Irwin. I know people don't know what happened with Steve Irwin, but they didn't show the footage. And we all know that if there's a crocodile swimming around, he's going to jump on it and grab it and, manhandle it. So probably, I reckon, Steve, and God love him, I would have, he was beloved by billions of people, and that's what he used to do. And, well, it's a sad thing. So, what I recommend, if Steve Irwin did it or didn't do it, I apologise, but don't go grabbing it. If you can, see where they're swimming and dive in front and maybe hide behind some little bit of coral, and they'll swim over your head and be really quiet, and then you can look up and it's cool. It really is cool, and you see the flaps going, it's wonderful. So don't be worried about those. Okay, what else did you see? Anything dangerous?
2 sharks.
2 sharks?
Yes.
Right.
But one was tiny, a nurse shark.
Oh,
the
nurse
one
shark.
that we saw yesterday.
So, and it was sitting on the bottom?
Yes.
Okay, so you recognise those. Now, they can go up to 9 or 10 feet.
And it was small.
So don't worry
like
about
5
those.
feet.
If it's sitting on the ground or in a cave or something like that, don't worry about it. That's okay. What was the second one?
Bigger, like 2 meters long.
2 meters, right, okay. And you worried about that?
A bit.
Okay.
I didn't really see it, and it was in front of me, and I was like,
Okay, so did you notice anything peculiar with the dorsal fin? There's actually 2 dorsal fins and a tail. There's a big dorsal,
yes.
And then there's usually a tiny one,
Yes.
and then there's a big tail.
Yes.
Was the middle one a tiny one or a big one?
I was freaked out by the shark. I didn't focus on the fins.
Okay. So you just look at it. It's probably a lemon shark, but if it was a little one, it's probably just a reef shark or a Galapagos shark, or it could have even been a small bull shark. But I wouldn't worry about it. I know you hear these stories about bull sharks, but it's light. The water was clear, so it's aware of who you are, and you weren't splashing crazily, were you, in the water?
Maybe a bit after I saw it.
Okay. All right.
But also, I just got in dinghy, so.
All right. Okay. Well, you try not to do that. If you see, let's say you're not near a shark. Oh, sorry, not near the dinghy, and a shark comes right up to you. All right. What do you think it's doing?
Just looking.
It's having a look. It's going, I'm hungry today. I haven't got any fish. Oh, what's this over here? And it'll come closer. I mean, it's just having a look. Almost always it's having a look. If it was sunset and it was murky water and, you know, all the witching hours for sharks, which is close to dark, murky water for bull sharks here, other than that, I wouldn't be worried about any shark. So don't worry, go enjoy it. If you swim at them slowly, it gives them the impression that you're not edible anyway, because their prey swims away from them. So if you swim at it, it goes, well, this ain't normal, I'm going to swim that way, and then it'll usually swim off. But you might be able to get a little bit closer. So there you go.
Maybe next time.
The other alternative is, and this is very important, you know, if it's a real big shark, and it's, you know, really jerky, and it could be a big bull shark or even a great white. I mean, apparently there's great whites here, people, because there's about 10 mile back, there's a, what do you call it? There's a farm, there's a fish farm, huge net, huge ring of floats, and they grow, what do they grow? They're growing cobia. And the nets aren't perfect and the cobia escape, and there's great whites that just constantly circle this net, and it's just over there. And occasionally we get the cobias here. So there is a possibility you get a great white here. I don't think it'll be huge, it'll be 8 to 10 foot. Which is generally the worst ones, because they're the juveniles and they haven't learnt. The difference between a big shark and a small shark is the big shark has learnt to be cautious and is big. So you actually, I would be more afraid of an 8 to 10 foot great white or a 6 to 8 foot bull shark than much bigger sharks of that quality, of that type. But anyway,
Try to think of
if you do see a really big one, and this is important, people, you should pay attention. They don't eat shapes like balls, like ball shapes. So you got to tuck yourself up in a ball, right? Come on. Tuck yourself up in a ball, right? Put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye. There you go, people. I hope you've learned something. That last, what, 30 seconds, 40 seconds was a whole lot of crap. Well, actually, the last 20 minutes was a whole lot of crap. But anyway. I was also given a 900mm roller gun. I have never used this type of gun before, and I'll explain the difference in a later episode. Looks pretty good. The waves have been pretty big lately, and no doubt we're going to get a set that's going to break out there. So I've just got to watch where to put the boat, because the doggies are in there, in the shallows. And here comes one out the back. We'll just hang here, just see what happens. Okay, we got some breaking out there. But that's like 2 feet shallower, so I think we might be okay. All right. But first I have to see how accurate it is, because I don't want to hurt the fish, people. I just want to kill it efficiently. Just making the target bottle sink and stay on the bottom. This is not ideal since we have a lot of surge and moving water, but we've got what we've got. Oh, come on, Plucky, it's not as if it's a moving target. Bloody great. At maximum range of 5.6 metres, it drops just a fraction. Did you know that tastiness of fish is a scientific principle, people? That's right.
Scientists at WTF University found a relationship between tastiness and ease with which the fish is caught. It is an inversely proportional relationship. The easier the fish to catch, the less tasty the fish. So it stands to reason a moving, crafty, distant fish is way more tasty than another fish, even if it's the same species. Check out Fred here. Fred wants to be dead. Too easy, not tasty. Let's move on. Oh, I love this. It's fun being near the waves, but you have to be careful, people. The coral is sharp. I don't want to get circumcised again. Too small, let's move on. A snapper appearing out of the murk. The chances are that I go over this ledge, she will see me and skedaddle quick smart. So I'm going to backtrack and hug the bottom and attack from a different direction. Too easy, not tasty. Let's move on. This fish is hightailing it. By my definition, this is going to be one tasty fish. Almost maximum range with very little correction for lead and drop. I don't think I'm going out on a limb by saying that I love my new gun. Now that I've caught a fish to feed 6 people, I have a cunning plan.
G'day people, I've done my usual trick. I caught a fish and I invited myself aboard a luxury catamaran. Apparently they've got cold, clear rocks. I don't know what it is, but apparently it keeps drinks cold. Who would have thought? Hey! How you going?
Good, good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
I'll pass
More
that
guests.
over to you.
All right. I'll get out of the way. All right, let's check it out. Let's have a look at the boat tour. You want to do a boat tour?
Why not?
This is Giancarlo.
Giancarlo, yes.
Yeah, Giancarlo. Oh, Australian, we can't pronounce. Please,
right.
give us the tour.
So, I mean, it's a bit messy at the moment.
Oh yeah, this is messy. People, you've seen my boat? This is not messy. I mean, look,
So
that's cleaner than my bed.
It's well, it's been raining a lot, so. But this is I use this as a shadow, so to get shade, and at the same time you can collect water with it.
That's very clever that
so when
it
it goes
sits up.
down, when it goes down, I can collect some water, so I've got plenty of fresh water. Although I've got a really big water maker here.
Okay.
I can make like 350 litres an hour of this.
You're kidding me? 350 litres.
Yeah, so I took one of the tanks off.
Wow.
Instead of having 3 tanks, which is you've got.
Oh, you mean weight-wise? Yeah, definitely. I'd be having like a 5th full.
Yeah.
And then make it.
And make it, yeah.
Because you'll be more efficient,
That's
and it'll be
right.
less landing.
Because you used to have a catamaran, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I
Let's not talk about that because
Sad story.
I will cry like a little girl. I'll crawl up in that space
Yeah.
and I'll cry, and I won't enjoy the fish that I shot. But this is a beautiful catamaran. It's a Lagoon 440.
Yeah.
How fast does it go under motor?
Oh, motor 9 knots. I mean, that's full throttle, but
9 knots?
cruising 7 knots.
And what about sailing?
Sailing, well, I really don't push the boat if I can. But we've been, 11, 12 knots.
Okay.
That's
What we
can be
wind
done.
at 130, 150 or something.
120. She likes 120.
Yeah, we're all both love
Yeah,
120.
120.
120 is a sweet spot.
And if the wind's big, I mean, there's people who don't reef and just go for it. But
Here's a lesson to be learned. If you're on a catamaran, people, and you're thinking about reefing, it's already too late. You should have already reefed.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. You always undersail a catamaran unless you got a huge amount of people on board that can deal with these conditions.
True.
If you're just two of you, reef early.
Reef early. I mean, it's got quite a good system for reefing, and we try and reef even without going into the wind. So if you just start pulling.
Well, you've got a wonderful track system, no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, the friction is down.
Yeah.
And so you should be able to do that.
And sometimes it's a lot more dangerous to go into the wind with huge waves.
Oh, definitely.
So. But we crossed the Atlantic. We had some interesting waves and
What's the strongest wind?
I think it was blowing pretty much constantly 30 knots, and then occasionally at night, you'd turn around and you'd see big waves coming over. But she's really good.
Okay, well, that's good.
So this is the. So where we
Yeah. We're just doing a boat tour. We'll be with you in a second. This is one of our fans. One of the fans, people. We've got 7 fans, and it's one of them right here.
Yeah.
We've got to look after him.
Well, he's the biggest one.
if it's cold, we've been living in the boat for 5 years, and the first year we were in Greece, the winter was pretty cold, so we'd spend more time in here.
Oh yeah, look at this, people.
Yeah.
All right. This is your bedroom?
This is my bedroom, yeah.
Okay.
This is Fiona's bedroom.
Oh wow, you got a spare anchor.
We don't watch TV.
You got a spare anchor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you have another spare anchor called a washing machine?
Oh gosh, yes.
They got another spare anchor. My goodness.
Yeah.
Oh look, 2 spare anchors. Is this a Rockner? or just a Danforth?
This is what do you call it? When you got strong following waves, you just throw it out.
That's the drogue.
The
Okay,
drogue,
gotcha.
yeah.
Wow.
I've got to say that Giancarlo and his beautiful partner were some of the nicest people we have met and put up with me and my so-called sense of humour the entire time. Apparently he wants me to visit again. That doesn't happen too often, people. Maybe I ought to get adopted by them. Look, this could be my room.
I mean, look how wide the hulls are, people. They've even got a head and a shower side on in a hull. That's crazy. Well, it's a lovely boat. And where'd you buy it?
In Greece.
In Greece.
5 years ago.
It's 7 years old?
12.
No, but when you bought it was 7 years old.
Yes, it was. Yes, just about.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Can I ask you what you paid for it? Is that rude?
No, well, I paid. It was actually a pretty good deal, I think, because at the time I had sterling, so it's 200k.
Right.
Sterling. So it worked out pretty
Yeah.
well.
So
And I
what
think
would
it's-
that
I
be?
think
About
euros.
300, would it?
Yeah.
300,000 euros.
285.
Oh, excellent. Good on you. Good on you.
You know this has the fly bridge, yeah? So
Yeah.
you work on.
I've never been in a fly bridge before.
Well, there's people who hate it. We'd absolutely love it because basically when the weather is really bad, you can stay up here. We had pretty rough seas and very rarely you get some splashes up here. You feel very safe. In fact, it seems really almost normal. You go downstairs and you say, oh, bloody hell.
How do you, so you have a big gust and it's starting to heal. How do you dump your mate?
Okay, that's you've got it.
Oh, it's right there.
From there, that's.
So you can be Johnny on the spot.
Yeah, we can. You can single-handed.
Okay. You can also, people, spot tuna from up here.
Yes.
There we go, a Lagoon 440, people. What do you think? Giancarlo loves it.
Yeah, it's a great boat.
Another quality boat tour production. You're welcome, people. You're welcome. These people have this amazing machine that makes cold, clear rocks. I don't believe it. I'm going to go suss it out. Follow me. It's magic.
Oh, we haven't got an ice maker, but we got a freezer.
Hold it. So
Yeah.
this what? And this is like cold, clear rocks.
It is indeed, yeah.
Wow, this is amazing. And you put it in your drinks. Okay, go. Cheers, 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 cheers. Second take, people. We've already had drinks. We're already drunk. It's all good.
Cheers.
This is hospitality. I supplied the fish, they supplied the boat and the alcohol,
Oh,
and the
you're
good
great.
company.
That is
I'm not to
amazing.
say that you aren't good company, Peter. She's a bit sensitive sometimes. People, we've got a Swiss couple here that are major fans of mine, and I'm surprised because, well, Switzerland is landlocked, so they're not often on the water, but I don't actually get to see, you know, fans often because we don't have any. But yeah, so you like the channel, do you?
Oh yeah, I do.
We
I
love
do.
it.
I love sailing vagabond. Yeah, that's super.
What? Hold on. No, this is not sailing La Vagabond. This is sailing into freedom.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched that?
Oh no.
What the hell, people? Jesus! Let's just cut it there. I'm gonna find some new people to interview.
Here is a convenient segue into a sunset. The sky was on fire. Ooh.
We got good company, people. This is how you do it. You catch a big fish and you say, "Oh, I'll give you the fish, and we'll eat over at your house." And voila! And we have lovely company on a luxury boat.
But the fish is very good, Peter.
Wonderful
Really nice.
company and
Yeah.
appreciative people. That's good. And we got even pizza and hummus and prosciutto, baby, prosciutto. Anyway, I bid you good night, everyone. Say good night.
Good night.
These are all my fans, except for Martin. He watches bloody Vagabond. I mean, come on. I mean, we try our best. We try to be Vagabond. We actually don't try to be Vagabond, but we try hard. Anyway.
I feel so sorry.
This is great. Okay, go. Come on, and act better. Come on, do that. Look, this is a second take, and this is a bit of fake footage, just to fill in, because Lisa just asked. You want to ask it?
Yes. Do you know if those are edible, the fruit?
This is like 5 minutes of. Anyway, do I know what?
Yes, they are edible.
What? Ask the question. Come on, and act it out. The success of the vlog.
Do you know?
No. Let me finish. The success of the vlog is about your ability to, you know, act in fake footage.
But you could fake act.
Yeah, no, I'm not good at that.
To all our patrons out there, don't forget to check the Patreon site for patron-only videos. And don't you worry, PayPal supporters, I'll be sending you the links to these videos too. You're all part of the Patreon family as far as I'm concerned. Top stuff.